Hi, welcome to the April edition of Rowlett on the Water on the Move. I'm Todd Gottel.
And I'm Brian Funderburk.
This show is produced entirely by city staff and can be seen on Rowlett's own television network, RTN 16. You'd also find us on our YouTube channel by going to Rowlett Texas Video, and of course your favorite streaming video website.
www.rowlett.com.
Right, that's right. You can find all the past episodes and all the great things we have going on here.
Yep.
Well, we have a great program today, and as you see, we're standing out in the lobby. This is a really sort of something unique. We're going to do a behind-the-scenes tour today
Yes.
of what really goes on behind the scenes as we get ready for the show.
And my understanding is there's a surprise waiting for us.
Surprise, just what you love, your favorite
Yes,
surprise.
we love
Brian
surprises.
hates surprises for all that you know. So let's take a look, and we're going to follow Drew, our producer, and check out what the surprise is.
All right, let's go for it.
All right. I'll give you
All right,
the honors.
yeah, first we have to secretly punch in the code and then hope we still remember it. Yay!
That always tells you if you're employed or not. If it,
That's
if
right,
accepted.
there you go.
All right. No, do we have any guesses? No, I don't. I have absolutely no idea.
No, he's already said the one thing I would have chosen, but it wasn't that.
Is this the surprise?
I don't think so.
No, that's all right.
It's a
Kitty. All right. So, should you go first or should I?
Mayor, you're the mayor.
Exactly.
Mayor always goes first.
All right, let's take a look. Oh, there we go. This is very nice.
Oh
okay.
my gosh, are
I
you
like this.
serious?
Okay, this is really great.
This is too funny.
Okay. I want to know who made these. These are the absolute greatest.
Oh my
Look at
gosh.
this. We have the
Look
sock.
at this guy.
We have the sock puppet.
Yes, I see.
We have our Rebuild Rowlett shirt.
T-shirts.
The glasses. I love that.
Oh my
This is awesome.
gosh.
Okay, I need to know where these came from. These are absolutely positively awesome. Well, this is unbelievable, isn't it? It's called Budsies.
Yeah, Budsies. That's what
I
they're called.
didn't know a lot about Budsies until just now. This is
Yeah.
absolutely hysterical. And you know what? And they got the matching Rebuild Rowlett sweatshirts that we have.
Yes. Yep.
You got your glasses.
Glasses.
You got your little goatee
beard,
going
yeah,
on there,
see,
like
yeah,
that. And of course, we can't forget Rudy.
Yes.
Did somebody call my name? Hi,
I guess they did. Hello. Good morning.
Who is this? Who's that?
Well,
Brian?
this is your new best friend.
Hello. Hi there. Hello. This is so great.
This is so cool.
So-
and, yes.
So we got Rudy right here.
Yes, we do.
And then we have Rudy Jr.
There
I
you
guess
go.
you call it Rudy.
Or Rudy too.
Rudy too. Yeah, exactly. This is absolutely hysterical. Folks, you really have to take a look at these. These are absolutely hysterical. So I understand that these were actually a product that was developed by an individual that went on to Shark Tank and actually showed, they basically take a photo and they make a likeness of it.
Yep.
So we got the glasses, we got the hair. Notice the receding hairline on mine. Okay. And of course the Rebuild Rowlett shirt. And then of course, thanks to Drew Rist, our wonderful producer's wife, she even made a copy of Rudy because it's
Yes.
not complete without Rudy.
Yes, that's right.
I love Rudy. Do you love Rudy, Brian?
Oh, we always love
Oh,
Rudy.
you're
Yes,
just
we
best.
do. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, Brian's friend.
Yes.
What's your name?
Brian 102 also, I guess.
Brian too. Good.
All right.
Well, this
Good
is
deal.
awesome. Now,
This
so
is pretty
tell me
cool.
what we're going to do with these because I actually want this for myself, but I understand I'm going to have to bid on this.
Yes, yes. Mayor, we are going to auction these off. Isn't that cool?
I love that idea.
And we're going to auction them off for Rebuild Rowlett,
For Rebuild Rowlett. I think that is so
which,
great.
as you know, is raising funds for our tornado victims.
Mm-hmm.
And so it goes to a good cause, which is why either you have to bid on it yourself, but we don't get to keep these.
Okay. So this won't turn like some like voodoo doll where they kind of stick me in pins and
I'm
stuff.
wondering about that myself, yes. It all depends on how good it is.
Well,
But aren't these very good?
They are absolutely hysterical. I mean, I want you to really take a look at these if we can. And I want you to look at the detail work if you can see this. But we got the Rebuild Rowlett shirt. We have the Rudy sock puppet. We got the glasses. I mean, it's absolutely hysterical. I think it's great. And Brian, I really love yours as well because you got the whole goatee.
Yep.
You got the glasses. And
Yep.
it's absolutely awesome. So
Isn't that
I think
cool?
it is a really, really great thing. And of course, these will go off to the highest bidder. So I understand, I guess, for more information, you can go to the Chamber website here.
Yep.
I love that idea. And,
Yes.
I'll tell you what, I guess they're going to be on display at the Chamber as well. So if you want to come by and see it, you can stop by and visit and check out Brian 2 and Todd 2 or
There you
Junior
go.
or whatever you call it. And of course, Little Rudy.
Yep, that's right. That's right. This is just historical. I love
and so I
it.
understand we're also going to sign these a little bit later.
Yes,
So we'll
yes,
have
we
those
are.
there on display. So that was a great thank you to all those that participated in order to get this, and special thanks to our TV producer Drew's wife. Thank you for making a Rudy Jr. Isn't that hysterical? You have to love that. That is just worth the whole thing. So I love that. Well, thank you so much, and what a great surprise.
Yay.
I was a little worried. Were you a little worried we said surprise?
Yes, I was really worried because you never know what Drew's going to do to us.
I was entering with caution, but this is great. So this is an awesome surprise. So thank you.
Thank you,
So again,
Drew.
check out the Chamber website. Stop by the Chamber if you want one of these, and these will go to a great cause that will help the rebuild effort for the tornado.
Mayor, did you know that the Rowlett Chamber Foundation has set up a GoFundMe account?
No, I actually did not. I knew they were looking for ways to collect money to help those survivors.
That's right. The Rowlett Chamber Foundation, who is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, has recently opened a Rebuild Rowlett GoFundMe account. And you can find it at www.gofundme, all one word, .com /rebuild Rowlett, as shown on the screen. And those wanting to help the Rowlett tornado victims can help make tax-deductible donations through this site. All proceeds go directly to the Rowlett citizens who were affected by the December 26 tornado.
And I think what's more important is really, out of this whole thing is not just the gift of giving, but we were denied the individual assistance request from FEMA. So really what that means is, where individuals have an opportunity to put in a claim with FEMA to potentially get some money back, that individual assistance portion was denied. And so everything that we can do to try to help our citizens rebuild and recover is just really important to us.
Well, and Mayor, I mean, I don't know how much we would have gotten through the IA individual assistance for our citizens, but I'll tell you this, it would have been a lot. And so now we're going to have to rely even more on our community for help and to help these disaster victims.
Well, and one of the challenges was that the federal government just reaffirmed the findings, that we sent in. We collected all the data, we sent it in, and there are very specific guidelines. It's very easy to come back and say we're going to blame the president, we're going to blame FEMA, or this, but there are very specific guidelines that they really try to account to call it a true disaster in their mind. And even though we at the state filed the disaster, we at the local level filed the disaster, they came back and said, well, there's just not enough damage based on the criteria they use in order to qualify for individual assistance. Now, the good news is we did get the public assistance, but we are very disappointed in the fact that, even with the appeal, that we did not get the IA. And we do appreciate the efforts of the governor. We appreciate the efforts of our city staff for all the hard work and effort, all those citizens that participated, and of course our state representative, Cindy Burkett, in helping to coordinate the appeal. She has been marvelous through this whole thing. She's done a great job, and Cindy is a great state representative for us, and has truly been here the entire way through this whole process. I mean, every step of the way, Cindy has been here, even to the point where she was out doing trash collection and debris collection, not because it was, she was not looking for a photo op, just because she wanted to help out. And so can't thank her enough for that. But again, thanks to all those that helped to be able to do that.
And we would just ask, please consider donating to the Rowlett Chamber Foundation Rebuild Rowlett Fund. Again, that address is www.gofundme, all one word, .com /rebuild Rowlett.
Well, it's an important effort, folks, and we certainly appreciate the contributions. And on behalf of all those impacted, thank you very, very much. So speaking of fundraising, we just recently finished another fundraising event called Rebuild Rowlett 5K on March 26th. Yep. And what a great event that was.
Mayor, it was very exciting. It was a sold-out event, over 2,200 participants. You were there, I was there, so many people were there. I actually was really worried about how we were going to get out of the stadium at the high school.
Well, it was almost a bottleneck because we've done these 5Ks before in the past, and you may get a few hundred people and you think it's really great. This was 2,200 people, and it was funny because you go through the starting line; they're all lined up around the track. And I remember doing this panoramic shot where I scrolled from left to right, and I kept scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and like, look at all these people that are there. And then when the race started, it was almost a bottleneck trying to get out of that one gate area, just because of the number of people that were there. But
well, and it was interesting too, because as everybody was mingling at the entrance, and then they told us they had to flip it around so that we'd have a starting gate. All those people had to go back and get on the other side of the starting gate. It was very interesting, but it was so good. And there were people out there. They were pushing baby strollers. They were walking. They were running. Some were very competitive. Everybody did their own thing, but yet they were all doing it for one thing, and that was to help our citizens.
Absolutely right. Now, I understand we also even had a virtual 5K, so you couldn't make the event in person. So tell me a little bit about that. How does that work?
Well, on a virtual 5K, you can run it anywhere. You still sign up for the event just like you would if you were going to run it with us, and go run it with your friends, go somewhere else, do another event, whatever it takes, but you got a chance to do it somewhere else and still participate.
Well, that's awesome. And of course, all the proceeds go to Rebuild Rowlett Foundation, which is, again, 100% of that money goes directly to help the survivors of the tornado.
Pollution prevention is not just about reducing or eliminating waste.
It's about creating a cleaner, healthier world.
We can do this by changing industrial production processes,
Using less toxic substances and products.
And conserving resources by recycling materials.
You can help prevent pollution with just a few simple steps. Turn off the lights when you leave a room to save energy.
Use products with recycled content to reduce waste.
Buy WaterSense bathroom fixtures and stop leaks to conserve water.
Buy Energy Star appliances and light bulbs to reduce air pollution.
Choose design for the environment labeled products to reduce hazardous chemicals in the environment.
You can help save resources, energy, and money.
I'm doing what I can. You can do your part to create a healthier environment for you and your family.
Prevent pollution. Preserve the planet.
Well, just a few weeks ago, Brian and I, along with some city staff and lots of folks from the Chamber of Commerce and business owners all over Rowlett, had an opportunity to attend the 37th Annual Community Awards Ceremony hosted by, of course, the Rowlett Chamber of Commerce. And what a great evening it was.
It was, Mayor. Absolutely a jam-packed house.
Well, and our city of Rowlett received a very special award. Chief Mike Broadnax, Chief Neil Howard, and of course, our very own city manager Brian Funderburg accepted awards on behalf of the city employees. You guys, I can't say enough about just the employees and all the hard work that they did from just as the tornado came through and how everybody pulled together. The purpose of the award was to honor and thank staff for the extraordinary response and service of the to the citizens of Rowlett during the EF4 tornado that hit on December 26th.
Well, and Mayor, I'm very proud of our response and very proud of our employees, and not just our employees who just really did extraordinary during that event, but also the community and the response that we had in the community. So, yes, I appreciate the fact this award on behalf of our staff. Again, I'm very proud of them, but I am just as proud of this community.
Well, and staff does need to be recognized because a lot of times they're very behind the scenes on a lot of the stuff. You don't see them, like many of the individual volunteers that contribute. You don't even know that they're there in many cases, but they're doing a monumental effort, a yeoman's work in the field that you don't even get recognized sometimes. And this was really an opportunity to thank our city staff for all the hard work and effort they did, and really a special night for you as well. Because Brian received he was presented with the Big R Pacesetter Award, which is the Chamber's highest award. And nominees for the Big R Pacesetter Award were in the past Associate Doretha Burris, State Representative Cindy Burkett, and of course our City Manager Brian Funderburg. And and of course you were the recipient of the award. So congratulations, very, very much. It was very, very well deserved. Well,
and Mayor, I wasn't the only one honored that night. Your mayor, a.k.a. Bat Mayor, as we affectionately call him.
That's right, Brian. I need my mask.
Yeah, he received the Rowlett Icon Service Above Self Award. And I tell you, it was so cool. And when the mayor got up, the plaque itself had Bat Mayor on there. It was so cool, Mayor.
Yeah, I didn't know what to say. I didn't realize this actually afterward, but they've only given that award out twice in the Chamber's history.
Yeah, it's not something they do every year.
I didn't
That's
realize,
right.
And I was shocked because I was told by Carol Prano, told me afterwards, she goes, this was really, she says, I want you to understand this is a special award. And I said, oh, I know it's very special. She goes, no, you don't understand. So we've only given this award out twice, and you were the second recipient. So I was very much honored to receive.
Well, and Mayor, what was, we all laugh and about the Bat Mayor. But really, the whole purpose behind the Rowlett Icon is service above self. And Mayor, you were so engaged with our community. You respond. You talk to people. They tag you when there's no paper dispenser in the bathrooms of a restaurant. I mean, they want to tag you about everything.
I want to say we don't have napkins at the donut store.
Yeah, don't have napkins.
So,
Mayor, what are you going to do about it?
Let me comment on the Batman for just a second, because this is a term that I did not come up with. This is something that citizens came up with, and it kind of sort of grew legs. And I say kind of sort of because I still don't want to really acknowledge the fact, but it was an opportunity where as you mentioned, they tag you and they said every time we call, in other words, we put up the light, so to speak, you show up or you respond. And so we had a graphic artist in our community that actually did this little Batman symbol. Instead of the bat light, they put the Rowlett logo on there and said, so you're always watching over Rowlett. And that's really how it got started. So they now have Batmayor mugs that they sell. They have some other Batmayor things, and people actually buy that stuff. So
I know, isn't it?
I was like, really?
Something.
So I thought I was the only one that had the mug, but I guess not.
Well, again, Mayor, congratulations to you.
Thank you very much, Brian, and congratulations to you as well. And in addition, there are so many other awards given out to businesses and all that, but really special awards given out to our police and firefighters. So we have a couple other people we'd like to congratulate. First off is our Police Officer of the Year, Robert Rudisil.
Yep.
And of course, Firefighter of the Year, Scott Martinez.
That's right.
And these are, again, individuals that just go above and beyond. We have a great police department, great fire department, but these are individuals that kind of just stuck out there a little bit more in the eyes of the chamber and its members, and they wanted to say thank you for the hard work well done. So what a great evening it was, and just, thanks to all the area businesses and the school district and all of those that showed up. It was a wonderful evening. It was, I think, the largest turnout they've ever had. It
could have very well been. It was packed in there, Mayor, and it was so good to see so many people there, to support the chamber and that event.
It's just a really nice evening. I look forward to it every year. Well, how about some more big news?
Construction has begun downtown, Mayor.
Is that a big thumbs up or what? That's got to be at least a fist pump or something like that, right? Finally. After many, many months, probably a good year of saying, we have this little dried creek bed and we have to start moving stuff around again and change a couple of buildings. And it's been one thing after the other. Construction has finally started on our downtown Main Street, on our village.
Well, and if you've been down Main Street lately, you've seen a big change. The old library near the water tower has been demolished. And, Mayor, when the village of Rowlett was in the drawing stages and being envisioned, it was always intended to have a respectful nod to our past without losing sight of our bright future. So it was particularly fitting that when the construction began this week, they started taking down the old library building, knowing that the new library space will be in the most prominent position of the entire village of Rowlett downtown.
And this is truly a new beginning for Rowlett. I know our library staff is excited about the new and improved space. And we've got even a citizens committee that's participating in that as well. And really, we're all excited about it moving back downtown. I think it's going to truly be a pinnacle, a show point for our downtown area. So it's really exciting. And of course, while construction, they're telling us, is going to take 18 to 19 months to complete. And I'm holding them to the 18, by the way.
Yeah.
The 18, 19 months to complete, we're going to see a lot of progress in the upcoming months. And of course, in the immediate future, the developer will finish, of course, with the library, removing all the materials from there and the concrete, and then starting on the grading work.
That's right. This will be followed by underground utility installation, water and sewer. This work will take us well into summer. We'll begin to see the work on Main Street. Then the individuals that will begin to make up the village of Rowlett.
And it's important to remember that, there's a lot of underground work that's done, as you just said. So a lot of times you go, well, it's not a lot being done. It takes just as much underground as it does above ground. The above ground is sort of like the window dressing, but in order for that to work, you really have to have all the infrastructure in place.
That's right.
The sewer, the water, the drainage, all of that stuff has to be in place. And it really, I've been on council since 2007, and I've learned so much, and you've been doing this much, much longer, but it's a lot more to it than just dropping or paving a road. To be able to get the drainage right so it drains the way it's supposed to be able to get the sewer to make sure it moves a certain way. There's a lot of work that goes into the underground part. So there's been a lot of planning in this, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the finishing project here soon.
Me too, Mayor. And there's something else being built downtown.
I know. Well, that's our first new building downtown, and it's going to have completion long before the 18 to 19 months, and that's our Bankhead Brewing.
That's right, Mayor. Going up at a record pace, and it's scheduled to open this spring, not next year, this spring.
Now, have you ever been to Zanata?
Yes, I have.
Okay, because that is the same owner. Kevin LaFear actually owns Zanata, and they are building Bankhead Brewing. And of course, if you haven't been to Zanata, it's a brick oven pizza. They have a chef. They have some fantastic food that's over there. It's just a really great place. You can walk in a tuxedo or shorts and flip-flops, and you just fit right in. Kind of loud and exciting when you come in. Food is fantastic, the service is great, and they're bringing a similar concept to Rowlett on Main Street. I'm really looking forward to that. And this one's even bigger because this is a 2-story.
Yes.
The one problem they have with the current Zanata right now is they're always standing outside waiting, and this is going to be 2 stories, of course. And the concept is microbrewery. So you're going to see the tall canisters where they're going to make some individual brews, and it should be really interesting. It should be a lot of fun.
It's going to be very good. Cannot wait for it to open.
And that's going to be open the next couple of months. So they are really moving at record pace, and I'm looking forward to having one of the first burgers there.
There you
So
go.
I can't wait.
There you go, Mayor.
Now, this Thursday, April 7th, is the last day to register to vote for the May upcoming election on May 7th. This is the general election. It's really important because if you're interested in voting in the upcoming council election, you have until April 7th to register to vote. So by the time the show comes out, you're only going to have really a few days to be able to do
right.
it. So,
And then not only that, but once you register, you can do early voting, which will be April 25th through May 3rd. Easy way to vote. Just come in, get it done, get out. Don't wait till election day. So early voting is a really nice benefit for those that use it. But for everything related to the Rowlett elections, please visit our website, rowlett.com. And then under the government tab, go to the city secretary's office and then click on elections.
now, a lot of people aren't familiar because these are municipal elections, so they're really critically important because this is what shapes our city. So, maybe if we just talk about who's actually on the ballot this year to run for election.
Mayor Todd Gattell and Tammy Daden-Bashan from Place 2 were both unopposed, so they will continue to serve and take their oath of office after the May 7th election. For Place 3, we have Bruce Hargrave and Chris Kilgore. For Place 4, we have Brownie Sherrill and Debbie Bobbitt. And for Place 6, we have Martha Brown and Doug Phillips. And remember, Thursday, April 7th is the last day to register to vote for the May 7th general election.
And it's important, if you haven't registered to vote, it takes a few minutes. It couldn't be any easier. And then with early voting, as you had mentioned, it's so simple. You literally walk in and walk right out. You don't even have a line. So it could not be any easier. So there's really no excuse. But exercise your right, because the dollars that we collect locally stay local. That we use those dollars to help fund a lot of the projects around town, and that way you have an opportunity to meet your council members, to get to know them, know where they stand. And there are going to be a couple upcoming forums as well that will be sponsored, I think, by the Chamber and some other folks. So we encourage you to go and visit or check out their websites, or if you have an opportunity just to meet them, they would love to have a chance to do that as well. Yep. Well, we are back, and boy, we've got a lot going on, as we mentioned before. There's always something going on in the city of Rowlett, isn't there, Brian?
And not just April, too, but April is full of special events in the city, and here are just a few.
Well, first we got the Great American Cleanup, which is sponsored by Keep Rowlett Beautiful. That's going on Saturday, April 9th from 9 to 1. We're calling all families, scout troops, church groups, friends, and neighbors. Come out for a volunteer cleanup day and make a difference in your community. We've got a big job ahead of us, and there's lots and lots to do. There's always cleanup to do, but with the tornado, we have even more. And with the big job ahead of us, we're looking for folks that are up to the task.
And Mayor, this cleanup, as you mentioned, is devoted to both picking up the tornado debris, but also normal litter around town. All ages are welcome. Everybody, individuals, families, schools, groups, is encouraged to do their part to help clean up our beautiful city. Don't miss this popular semi-annual event.
And of course, with that, we have food, we have music, and of course, we have prizes. Are you going to be singing there?
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll scare everybody.
Okay, there we go.
But all volunteers are invited back to the pavilion after the cleanup for a volunteer appreciation luncheon. They enjoy hot dogs, drinks, chips, and cookies. You can listen to music and share your favorite stories of the day. And of course, take part in prize drawings of goods and services donated by local Rowlett merchants. And it's really a fun afternoon. I'll tell you what, honestly, I think the best hot dogs are the ones that are cooked by somebody else. Because they're coming right off the grill like that. You get a little mustard on there and you're ready to go. But it really makes it, it's a good day where you feel like you've given some back to the community, but on the flip side, it gives you a chance to fellowship and meet a lot of folks you haven't met before as well. So looking forward to that. But if you're interested in signing up or learning more about it, you can go to Keep Rowlett Beautiful's website at keeprowlettbeautiful.com. And there again, for more information or sign up, or you can email them at info@keeprowlettbeautiful.org, or you can even call them if that's more convenient, 972-463-3929 for more information.
Keep Rowlett Beautiful's annual electronics recycling roundup will be held Saturday, April 16th, rain or shine.
Now, have you been to one of those before?
Yes, I have, Mayor.
And this one's going to be held where?
Rowlett High School parking lot, very convenient. They have it set up very well. You just drive in, go to the right spot. They tell you exactly where to go. They unload it for you, and you're off to the races.
Well, and again, mark your calendar, Saturday, April 16th, rain or shine from 9 to 1. It's a short period of time, but let me tell you, it is well worth it. If you've ever been in one of these, as you mentioned, a lot of times you just have stuff in your garage. What do we do with these old papers? You know, how do we get rid of the documents, bank statements, things that I still get paper-wise? My poor little shredder at home just can't keep up with the amount of stuff, and it has personal information on there, so it's a good way to get rid of it. But how many times do you have an old tube television laying around the house? You have it in the garage because you got rid of it, and you say, I don't know what to do with this thing. And it could be a copier, it could be a phone, a fax machine, a computer monitor, just a lot of different things, even batteries, Brian. But almost anything that runs on electricity or batteries can be recycled.
That's right. And as the mayor mentioned, document shredding. Now, the first 3 boxes are free, and there's a limit to 4 additional boxes at $3 each. So again, very inexpensive. But get rid of all that old computer stuff, all that junk you have. Get rid of documents, very inexpensive. Hazardous waste will also be accepted. Paint, pesticides, chemicals, batteries, pool chemicals, motor oil, even other automotive fluids as well. Now, there are some things that won't be accepted, Mayor. Ammunition and explosives, biomedical waste, business waste, common trash or recyclables, because they can be picked up anyway, and radioactive materials. So, for information...
I'm not going to comment on that. Because if you bring that out, we got a real serious problem here.
Yes, I would assume we do. But for information, please contact Keep Rowlett Beautiful at 972-463-3929.
And of course, with other things we have going on, again, a lot going on in April. We have the Senior Health Fair coming up Tuesday, April 12th from 9 to 12 at the Rowlett Community Center. This is a free annual event presented by the Senior Advisory Board that features door prizes and, of course, free health screenings.
You know, Mayor, we'll have over 40 vendors, and all with a focus on senior health. These include home health care, retirement communities, doctors, pharmacies, specialty organizations with the latest information on different diseases.
And then, of course, we've got our upcoming Kid Fish, which is something really for the entire family. How many times do you have a single parent out there, especially moms, that say, I would love to take my child fishing, but I really don't know how to do that? Well, this is on Saturday, April 23rd from 9 to 12 at Community Park, which is on 8700 St. Andrews. It's inside Waterview. But if you haven't been to Community Park, it's our largest park. It's absolutely beautiful. And we have ball fields there with this really great pond in the back that we host the Kid Fish. And this is hosted by our Parks and Recreation Department. And it's just a lot of fun. You know, we stock over 500 pounds of adult catfish prior to the event. And of course, they award prizes and trophies to the winners, but most importantly, it's free.
Yes.
And there are staff there that will also help to be able to bait that hook or pull the fish off. So if you're one that doesn't like to touch all that, but you want to give your kids the experience of going out, there's actually someone there that can help. And it's just a really nice, family-friendly event.
Well, and Mayor, you can stick around afterwards for the 3rd annual Rowlett Cardboard Boat Regatta.
Okay. Now, have you been on these?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I've been in one before,
so
too.
let me give you the background on how this got started. So when I grew up, my aunt lived and had a place, a summer house in Oxford, Maryland. And every year they would run the Cardboard Boat Regatta. And they would have this point in the water that people would paddle out to, and they'd paddle back, and whoever got there first, of course, would win. Well, the problem with it is that, you know, it all sounds great because a boat, but the key is cardboard. So the boats have to be made out of 100% cardboard. And they have to be able to handle several adults or several children in there, and you got to be able to paddle out to a certain point and paddle back. Well, it's really it's very interesting. It's really an engineering feat when you're able to look at some of these things. They're very intimidating, and all of a sudden you put it in the water and the thing tips over because it's too top heavy. So you really have to know what you're doing, and then it's all about how do you keep it afloat, because it is cardboard, to make it from point A to point B and back with adults in there. And of course, I don't want to fall into the pond, do you?
No.
So it's just a lot of fun. But there's a registration fee of just $20 to set it up, and then up to April 7th, and then afterwards $30 thereafter. So you have a registration fee. Sign up early if you can. And if it's after April 7th, it's $30. And the Cardboard Boat Regatta is open to participants 8 and up. So we'll make sure that they're all safe. You can have, of course, your life vest on, things like that. And of course, as we mentioned, the teams will construct boats from cardboard and race them across the pond. It's a really cool team building opportunity. We see a lot of schools there, sports teams. But I want to share one thing with you. Last year, they had this beautiful Viking like warship that they bought out. And that was very intimidating. They were all dressed in their Viking wear and ready to go. And I thought, surely these folks are going to win. Because when you watch that, and I think Drew will have some footage there, but they literally get the boat in there, they sit on over, they're ready to go, and the entire thing tips over in the front. I'm like, no, that was the horse that I was betting on, basically. And sure enough, you get these others that are there, the scouts, and they do really well. Some are not as well constructed, and you watch them slowly sink down. And that's got to be like a really bad feeling if you think about it. But it's just a whole lot of fun. It's really cool. It's safe for the whole family, and it's really neat. And of course, we have prizes.
And the prizes, Mayor, will be awarded to the age groups 8 to 13, which is primarily youth, 14 and up, which is adult. And of course, prizes will be awarded for the following contests. Best construction technique, okay, so that's one award. The best decorated boat is another award. The Titanic Award for the most spectacular sinking. Now that's, yes, don't think you want to win that one.
I don't really comment on that, but I'll tell you, there's a lot of work that goes into these. And it's more about the community effort and the camaraderie that you get in building this and all the work, because you don't throw these things together overnight. And some of these were so detailed, and the costumes, and it was just a whole lot of fun. And of course, teams can register by visiting the Rowlett Community Center, which is at 5300 Main Street, or of course, you can go online. We've got a lot of other stuff going on as well. First, we got the upcoming council meetings and P&Z meetings in April. We got regular council meeting April 5th and 19th. We got planning and zoning April 12th and 26th. And all council and P&Z meetings are broadcast live on City Cable, which is RTN 16, or you can, of course, watch it anytime through our streaming video page at rowlett.com.
That's right. And don't forget, early voting begins April 25th and runs through May 3rd. Election day is Saturday, May 7th. But remember, you have to register by April 6th.
And of course, the Rowlett Animal Shelter hosts a low-cost vaccination clinic several times a month and holds low-cost microchip clinics several times a year, along with adoption events. The next low-cost shot clinic is on April 23rd, 2016. And for more information on that, you can please visit the Rowlett Animal Shelter or call them at 972-412-6219. And they're located at 4402 Industrial Street. It's a great way to keep your animals up and vaccinated, and of course, keep them safe by getting the microchips.
And coming in May, Memorial Day celebration featuring Touch a Truck. The mayor loves to touch the trucks. Rowlett Community Center Saturday, May 28th. Now that's still some.
It's not just me that loves to touch the trucks. How about those little kids that see those big trucks running by, and you always wanted to climb inside and look to see what it's like sitting in the top of a dump truck looking down? Or
I've watched you do that,
I understand, but it's not just me. Okay, I see a lot of other people participating too. Okay,
you're right. The kids like it too.
I just get there 2 hours early so I can be by myself.
So anyway, we're going to do it this year at the Rowlett Community Center. It'll be on Saturday, May 28th, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
And of course, Memorial Day is a great day to honor our veterans, especially those that have fallen, to give thanks to them for their service to our community and service to the country. So if you have an opportunity to bring your kids out, very touching day, but a lot of fun for the entire family afterward as well.
Yep. And then one of your favorite places are going to open?
I can't wait.
What? Go ahead.
Wet Zone. Wet Zone Water Park's opening on May 14th. And for more information and details like I want to host a birthday party there, I want to go hang out with the mayors. He slides down the slide 500 times.
There you go.
But seriously, it's a whole lot of fun for the entire family. If you're looking to host a party or just looking for a getaway for the kids for an afternoon, it's wetzonewaterpark.com for more details and hours. Just a whole lot of fun for the
What
family.
a great place. And this year, Mayor, there's going to be some surprises there. We've made a lot of improvements. A lot of this is coming from the bond money that was sold last summer. So it's going to be very, very nice this year.
It's terrific. And of course, next door to that, we'll be talking about is the opening of Kids Kingdom as well.
That's right.
So that's coming up shortly,
Yeah.
and we're going to be doing a special announcement on that.
Yep.
So you'll have two really cool things right next door to one another. And so be on the lookout, check our city website for more details on both, but it should be a lot of fun. Well, again, thanks so much for watching Rowlett on the Water on the Move. This is the April 2016 edition, and it's been a great program.
It has, and you can always email us or call us with suggestions. You look at the information on the screen. And on next month's episode, we're going to feature the Bayside groundbreaking.
Okay, this is so cool because a lot of people, you know, one of the challenges when we do any project is really how do we get the project started? And a lot of times it takes a long time. As we talked about with downtown, there's a lot of stuff that goes under the ground in order for it to get started. Well, this is no exception. This is going to be a mammoth effort, you know, when we talk about what has to be done. But we're doing the groundbreaking with Bayside coming up next month, which should be a lot of fun. We got Kids Kingdom grand opening, as we mentioned just a minute ago. We're going to talk about more of those for details. We're getting ready to get that done. We've got a few more little things to do. And of course, your favorite, my favorite thing we always talk about every year, and that's about summertime water usage. We're trying to get ahead of the curve to do the best we can to educate people on what's going on there.
That's right, Mayor. And of course, other than that, Kids Kingdom grand opening details. The musical performer for 4th of July events. We can't wait to announce that.
I'm looking forward to that one as well. And I think you'll be pretty pleased. I think we've got a pretty good one for this year. And don't forget to like us on the Facebook page. We go into Rowlett City of Texas Government. It's really important there. We have lots of news and information. You can join me on my Facebook page, Todd Gottel, Mayor Rowlett, Todd Gottel Rowlett. But we have lots of information we post on all of these venues, so that way we try to keep you up to speed on what's going on. And, you know, I think it's been a good program. What do you think?
It has been, Mayor.
So
a lot of exciting stuff.
So until next time, looking forward to seeing you again. And thanks for watching Rowlett on the Water on the Move. Hi, I'm Todd Gottel.
And I'm Brian Funderburg.
Today we're here to talk about one of our most important resources, and that's water.
That's right, Mayor. And today what we want to do is help people understand just how much water you're really using. And the Mayor is going to be a great example for all of us.
Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. So today we're actually here at my home, and I wanted to be able to demonstrate, to actually show you what a utility meter looks like, how it functions, and how we check for if we're leaking or not, and how much water exactly that we're using.
Jake Gillian's with us today. Jake is our utility operations manager. Jake is going to actually pull the lid off for us, and we're going to be able to explain exactly what's in this lid into this meter box.
All right, so what we're actually doing is we're taking the cover off the meter. And can you tell me a little bit about this? What is this disc for?
This disc is the transmitter antenna.
Okay.
The transmitter is actually called an MXU. It's underneath here. And this is what sends the reading to the truck as they drive by to read the meter.
Okay, so one thing that's important, now I know you've talked about this before, that you really shouldn't really attempt to try to pull these off by yourself, because there are wires that could get disconnected.
There are wires that are disconnected, and these are crucial for the truck to be able to read the meter correctly.
I see the meter down here.
See the meter here. There's a leak detector. You'll be able to see if you've got any water running at all, it'll be turning. It's a red dial, and there's a line on it. And if it's turning at all, that means there's water running through the meter. If you know for a fact that you have no water running in your house, any amount of rotation that it does will indicate a leak.
What we're going to do is actually do a test of the sprinkler system, because one of the questions that we've been asked many times is how much water does my sprinkler system actually use? So what we thought we'd do, we'd run a couple of zones to be able to measure a specific amount of time so we can determine exactly how much water is moving through the system.
That's right, Mayor. And then what we can do is reread your meter, and we'll know exactly how many gallons went through.
All right, so the meter, it says 13777,988. So it's 1,377,988.8. So that's where we're starting at. And then as we turn this on, of course, we'll see it spin very quickly.
Correct.
All right, perfect. So let's get started. All right, so we're here in my garage. Thought we'd get a little bit of shade while the sprinkler's running.
Yep.
But at this time, we thought we'd talk a little bit about the different meter types. I understand there are really two classes of meter, we'll call them. We have the analog and, of course, the digital. This is what I actually have
Yes.
when we actually open my lid. And you'll see that it has the meter that's running across, or the reading that's running across, and there's that red gauge that,
Yes.
Jake actually talked about that spins around as well. So.
And then, Mayor, we also have this this particular unit too, which you can see has a digital reading. Exactly the same kind of setup, and these are physical meters that we're able to come back and physically read if we had to. Now, this device is what Jake called the MXU. This is the device, whether it's this kind of meter or this kind of meter, you can see the wires that hook up into this, and then when the truck drives by to read the meters digitally over the air, it's reading from this device. But this device is connected to this one, and that's why if anything ever happens to our reading, we can always come back to this and verify the reading.
What I wanted to talk about today is the importance of making sure that you program your sprinkler system properly. One thing that I found is that when I actually had gone back and checked the settings, I was actually watering multiple times in one evening over a 3 or 4 day period. And that in turn uses a lot more water than I really need.
It does, Mayor, absolutely, and it's very important that our customers understand just how much water they're using from their irrigation.
It is. And so this is pretty simple to program. You can actually set the specific date and time by doing that. Change the days. So if you have Sunday, you can actually see in there, we're not watering on Sunday. And then you go back to Monday, it waters. And then you can change the specific time settings. So by doing that, it's best to water frequently over one day. In other words, just water for short intervals instead of having a long period. So instead of watering for 30 or 40 minutes, it's better to go 8 to 10 minutes per station a couple times around.
And you know, Mayor, one thing that we've heard from licensed irrigation specialists and landscape folks is that people do tend to overwater. So one thing we would challenge all of our customers with is check and see how much time you're watering. Look at your irrigation panel, calculate the number of minutes, because you'll be surprised at how much time you're actually using.
All right, so Brian, we've completed all the watering. Now let's go out and check the meter again to see how much water that we actually use. So Jake, would you help us with that? I want to make sure that we get an accurate reading. Now, according to my numbers on this, I see 1,378,158.6. So 1,378,158 gallons, or 0.6 gallons.
So Jake, how many gallons was that?
That comes out to 170.6 gallons in 10 minutes.
In 10 minutes. So that would be about, what is that, 1,024 gallons per hour.
Yes.
So for depending on how your zones are set up and how long you run it, that's over 1,000 gallons per hour that you're using out of your meter.
So it's very easy when you start thinking about how many times a week do you water, how long do you water for in each station. It's very easy to think about that you could easily have a 30 or 40,000 gallon bill easily, depending on the amount that you water. Well, that really completes our water test, so to speak, and I really appreciate it. Jake, thank you so much for being here. We certainly appreciate your help. I know you've been doing this a long time, and you've learned a lot from over the years, just seeing a lot of different things that go on, a lot of different circumstances. So I don't think my use is really any different than anyone else's.
No.
And so, Brian, thanks so much for being here as well. We
you,
certainly
Matt.
hope that you have found this very helpful today and educational as well. You know, it's important. It really made me take a hard look at the way that I water, Brian.
Well, me too, Mayor, and I tell you what a great example today for us to really look at that. And 17 gallons per minute, that'll tell you a lot.